Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to do a mounting of a Picatinny rail on my Browning X-Bolt 2 long action. Did an unboxing of this rifle a couple of days ago. Really nice rifle. I'm really happy with it so far. I haven't got out to shoot it yet, but we will be doing that soon. One of the things with this particular rail is that it wasn't easy to find. I went to Bass Pro Shop, ordered one on Amazon, and I kept getting the wrong ones. It wasn't because I was getting short action versus long action. I was getting long action, but it seems to be that there's a length difference from the X-Bolt 1 long action to the X-Bolt 2 long action rifles when it comes down to the spacing between these sets where the screws come in. I finally found it, a store here in Houston called Carter's Country. It actually says X-Bolt 2 on the label here, and it's in long action, so perfect. I tried it and sure enough, they align with the screws. One of the things that's different about this particular rifle is that it's not a straight alignment of the screws here. It's not just a straight line. Each side has 4 screws that will mount the Picatinny rail onto the rifle itself. I like that. I think it's going to give it a lot more rigidness on it. It's not going to come out as it won't get as loose. I feel when you have that straight line, you can have that potential for the rail to kind of move if you have some give on your rifle here or on the Picatinny rail. Wasn't made exactly right. This is gonna snug it and it ain't going anywhere. We're also gonna use some Loctite on those screws, so that's gonna help with that. So let's get to it. All right, guys, let's get started here. We're gonna remove these protectors, thread protectors. Browning puts these on here, kind of protect the threads from getting damaged or something falling in there and damaging the thread. I'll take those off. Here is our Picatinny rail. As we mentioned earlier, this Picatinny rail is a 20 MOA Picatinny rail. It is on a slight slope downwards, forcing you to pick up your barrel, giving you a little bit extra on that elevation when you're adjusting on your reticle. The other thing I like to do here and use is a torque wrench for this. We'll be able to torque each one of these screws down just to company specs. Inside of this packaging, it tells you inside that this should be for the X-Bolt screws. It should be at 18 pounds of torque. So we've adjusted this torque to right at almost 18 to 20 pounds. That should be good. We'll put some Loctite on and get those screws on. right, guys, there it is, installed. I'm gonna get the scope and see if I need to adjust the rings on my ATN, and we'll do that next. Okay, Picatinny rail's on. You want to give this about 24 hours, let that Loctite set before you start shooting it. But just so we can see what it looks like, I got my ATN thermal scope here. I'm gonna mount that. I already got the rings on this particular scope, and I think it's gonna be set right to the perfect length. So I don't need to adjust that. We just need to put this on. So let's go ahead and do that now. And I'm just going to hand tighten these for now, just so we could show what that will look like. And there you go, fellas. We got the Picatinny rail on. We're able to get our ATN thermal scope on there. Give this time to dry, and this thing's ready to shoot. Take it out to the range. Thanks for watching.